Hello, welcome to the first ever podcast I'm doing on this channel. I've fought against this for a very long time. I think podcasts are stupid. I think they're overrated. And that's kind of going to be the ironic topic of today's podcast. Today, I'm joined with a guy who's been joining me in these videos for a very, very, very long time. That's right. It's my guy, Casey. GiantsNinersDubsSharks. How's it going?
I'm doing well, man. Glad to be on the first ever edition. It's a huge honor. I mean, we've been talking for 2019, 20 type of NFL playoff predictions was our first, I think. I don't know. Doing well, man. Went to the A's game yesterday, chilling in the Bay right now, calling a game later for the team I work for, and summer. Can't complain.
So you're obviously in college. You got the USC shirt on. Are you sophomore or junior now? I always forget.
I'm a rising junior, so I'll be a junior this year. Yep.
All right, man. Well, congrats. Yep. You're halfway through. Halfway through. So you're doing a lot of stuff right now with the whole sports, I guess, broadcasting thing. You want to elaborate on that a little bit? Because I see you post all the time, but I don't really understand necessarily what you do because you do 1,000 things.
You're not wrong. So I'm doing play-by-play for local CCL, California Collegiate League team in the Bay. And basically, like, how these leagues work is guys from colleges from all over the place. We have a few guys from the SEC even. They want to get some extra work in the offseason baseball-wise, and so they join a team. And there's teams all over the country. And so I, work for a team that's pretty much down the road from where I live, like 20 minutes. And I broadcast all their games, do play-by-play, because that's ultimately what I want to do. Do play-by-play for a team. And so that's like the main thing I'm doing right now. Obviously at USC, I do, the USC teams there. I'm going to be doing football, going to every single football game, home and away, across the country. So that's going to be fun. And just play-by-play is the main thing. Obviously there's other stuff like interviews and whatnot, but play-by-play is like the skill I'm trying to master. And I feel like I'm on my way to getting better right now by doing this.
Are you doing something along the lines of sports journalism with your major?
Yeah, I'm technically a communication major, but my minor is in sports media. So we don't really have a major geared toward that, but it's the closest thing you're going to get. Yeah.
So basically, you and I are both dudes that have been surrounded by sports for a very long time. You nowadays a lot more than many people than most people that I know. You're always doing something, but
yes, sir.
I guess the thing is, like, from time to time, it's got to get a little tiresome,
Yeah, sometimes.
So that's what I mean. Is like we're doing a sports podcast here. Do you think you think it's overdone at all? Do you think, I don't know, too many podcasts out there, nobody's going to watch them all?
Well, yeah, I mean, here's the thing, right? Like, podcasts are so, like, broad. Like, it's honestly like an unprecedented thing because, before podcasting, you just had radio. And it took like a certain level of prestige and like rapport to get on the radio. And now, like, it's the same thing with social media. Like, anyone can do it. And so obviously the quality is either going to be like really good or like not, like there's a spectrum now of like how good the quality of these things are, not just like production quality, but like quality of voices. Like, are these people, like if you're talking about sports, but you're not really a sports fan, or like you're talking about a subject you don't really have the credentials to talk about. So like you're not credible at that point. Right. So I think they are a little bit overdone, honestly. Like, I mean,
absolutely.
I do podcasts. So like, I guess I'm sort of like part of that conversation, but like, I'd like to say I'm pretty knowledgeable. And I think like there are just so many. It's like, how do you even choose? Like I listen to some podcasts, but it's so hard to like choose like, oh, I'm in a mood to listen to this guy or, this show. Because it's just like there's so many across the board. And they all talk about kind of similar stuff. I think it comes down to the personality.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I don't really have a vision for this thing yet. This is kind of just, as on a whim. Just, hey, you want to hop on in 2 hours, whatever. We'll talk about whatever.
Sure. Yeah.
I want to do something. Don't know what it is. I just want to do something that's different. I'm sure we'll figure it out along the way. But I felt like there wasn't a more appropriate guest to have on for the first one than you. Of course, you've done the most of these live stream type videos with me and all throughout the years. So, but no, it's definitely one of those things where everybody wants to be an influencer because nobody wants to put in the work to get like an actual decent job. Everybody just wants to take the easy way and try and get fame on social media, whatever. So a lot of people make podcasts for just they want to be popular. I don't know if they're seeking validation or something. I don't know if it's like actually passion driven or whereas for me, I know you're kind of like in a college environment. It's studying, it's building your resume, it's trying to work towards a career. For me, it's a hobby. I honestly, if I had the option of being quote unquote famous, I would say no. I don't want to be. This has always been a hobby for me. I've done this channel since I was 15. So the fact that I'm 23 now and I haven't stopped is pretty telling that I'm not in it for a career. I have 8,000 through 8 years of making videos now. So that's clearly not, if you're trying to make it, that's not a good, good growth rate at all. But, podcasts are weird too, because this day and age, dude, there are the attention span of the youth, and I guess just our generation, is terrible. When you have shit like Instagram Reels and TikTok, and you're just you can't even watch a minute-long video. How many people are actually going to go sit down and listen to a 1-2 hour long podcast? That's another issue that I think podcast poses. It's so hard to grab people's attention and to keep that attention for a long period of time. I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like too, like it not only changes like the scope of podcasts, but like there's people who can't even watch like an episode of TV without like going on their phone. So it's like, I feel like the only thing that like I have seen like this generation consistently be able to watch without a distraction is like a sports game. Like if you're in an NFL game that's super exciting, like I guess some people, might go on Instagram during halftime, but like you're pretty locked in. Whereas if you're watching like Love Island, like there's some people who can't even like watch that whole thing,
Bro, what is it with Love Island? This hype for Love Island came out of nowhere. Like I've never even heard of the damn show, and now I'm hearing about it from everybody. I went to this pizza place 2 days ago in Tampa, and I just see a group of people come and sit down. And I'm like, what are all these people doing? I look down and they have a flyer on the tables that say Love Island Watch Party starts every Tuesday, whatever, at this time. I look at the clock. It's that time. All these people are coming to this pizza spot to watch party Love Island. So I asked my waitress, I'm like, what is this? Why do people, how is it different than, I don't know, Love is Blind or those other Netflix shows? I don't really get the whole Love Island thing. I don't really know anything about it at all. Is it like, do you know anything about it?
I mean, I know a little bit about it just because I feel like,
okay.
At this point, it's a little unavoidable. I don't watch it.
Okay.
I don't watch it, but like, I think what draws people to it is like, just like some of the pure like insanity of what some of these people say on TV and like some of their actions too. Like, I mean, look, like I'm kind of in the same boat as you. Like, this show apparently has been a thing for 7 years or 7 seasons, and I have really only heard of it now. Like I've heard the name,
I'm the same. Yeah,
but like I've also heard of like Too Hot to Handle, like you said, like Love is Blind. Like I honestly thought they're all kind of the same thing. Like they're all just like the same show with like a different twist. But I think what draws people to it is like, okay, it's a bunch of people like that are like, conventionally attractive people, like just doing dumb stuff for, a day. And then they record that and then edit it into like all this drama. Like there's so much drama in the show, like every little word that everyone says is like going to, piss someone off and offend somebody because it's like, oh, I didn't like his shirt. And now it starts this whole argument,
I mean, based on the way you're talking, it kind of sounds like you've watched at least an episode of this.
You know what? I have like probably across like it's like the Instagram reel clips that go up. Like I think honestly my algorithm is like all Love Island at this point, so it's pretty bad. Yeah.
So is it? I watched a few episodes of Too Hot to Handle over COVID when there was absolutely nothing else to do. Is it similar to that?
You know what? I haven't really seen much of Too Hot to Handle, but I think it's honestly different because I feel like Love is like I feel like Too Hot to Handle, like the whole premise is like you don't do anything or like like that's the challenge. Like don't feed into your temptations, right?
Right.
Love Island's like the complete opposite. It's like,
Just go batshit crazy.
there's no loyalty. Like everyone's just like jumping from ship to ship, like
Oh my gosh.
it's crazy. Yeah.
I think I'll avoid it for now, but
Yeah.
I want to reel back to the being on your phone, the attention span thing just for a second, because I was gonna say, when you talk about sports games and that it's one of the few environments where people aren't on their phone. I don't know, man, because I still see a lot of people, even especially baseball games. I feel like half the crowd is on the phone at all time. But I get it, football. But even football, there's so many, and you probably understand this because you've been to football games. When you're actually at the game, it goes so much slower because of the amount of TV timeouts, the amount of, when there's a commercial break at home, okay, that's your cue to get up and go get another drink or go take a bite of food or go take a piss or something. But when you're actually sitting in the stadium, you're just watching that TV timeout clock tick down for like 3 minutes every time. So, I mean, I feel like it's just significantly slower of an experience watching it in person than in this or than on the TV. But interestingly enough, I'm going to. Do you ever heard of the band Ghost?
Yeah, bro. My dad's like interviewed the singer and stuff.
We've had this conversation before.
Yeah,
I completely forgot about it. We have had this conversation before. So they're in Tampa tomorrow. Yeah. I'm going to it.
Sick,
and man. They are implementing for the first time a no phone policy.
That's awesome.
It's crazy. It's crazy. So the whole premise of it is that the lead singer, Tobias Forge, he was tired of putting on this crazy production and this crazy show with all these theatrics and half the crowd just recording it the entire time. And he got tired of it, and I can't blame him, honestly. Like you are a performer. You want people to watch you perform. You don't want people to live through their phone screens, because it's not the authentic experience. And I understand that. And I know like they've grown so much in popularity recently, like the last few years. And so you've got a much younger following than they might have had, say 6-7 years ago. So, younger generation equals recording the shows. So I'm actually quite excited for it because, every concert you go to, everybody's on their phones recording it. And I'm not against like, oh, you want to record your favorite song and then, that's fine. Most people want to do that. But when you're sitting there and you're recording basically the whole thing, that's when I can understand the frustration if you're the artist or the performer or whatever. But yeah, the way it's described is you show up. When you scan your ticket, they give you a pouch. You put your phone in the pouch and then they close it with a magnet. And you can't open the pouch unless you go to a designated area within the arena to reopen it. It's kind of crazy. And I'm like, go ahead.
I was just gonna ask. So like what if like you're so addicted to your phone, like you brought two? Like how would they catch you in security? Or like
I'm assuming that security has been doing a good job with this stuff, because if you go type in on YouTube Ghost, like their current tour, there's no footage. They've done like a handful. They're already done with their European leg. They just started their North American leg. Their first show was 2 days ago. I tried to see, did anybody get away with recording any songs? No, there is zero footage whatsoever on the internet that I was able to find from their first show 2 days ago. So, I mean, clearly security is doing a good job of tracking down all the phones. And they're very strict with if you get caught with a phone or any type of recording device, you are kicked out. Like you're gone. They will kick you out of the arena. It's so I'm looking forward to it, because the thing is, it doesn't bother me not being able to record. I'm not there to film it. I'm there to experience it. And so I'm intrigued to see how the overall concert experience is without anybody having a phone in their hand, because it's something that, quite frankly, people like you and I have never been able to experience in our lives. It's tales of, our parents telling us this stuff going back when they were watching Metallica back in the day or something like that. But I'm looking forward to it. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. There was one time where I went to a Coldplay concert at Raymond James Stadium, probably the best concert I've ever been to this day. And for one song, the lead singer, Chris Martin, he he was able to convince the entire crowd, just this one song, put your phones away and let's all live in this moment together. And I swear to God, it had to have been like 98% of the people listened. And it was probably the coolest experience, coolest song I've ever heard live from a band or an artist ever, because of how electric the atmosphere was, because nobody was so fixated by their phones recording or whatever. So I'm really looking forward to being able to experience like a full concert of this. I'm honestly, I think it'll be fun.
The worst thing is like when you're like scrolling through Instagram, like Taylor Swift just had a concert, and there's that one person who's just like posts every single song, and you're just like, you're like, I gotta get me out of this, bro. Like,
God, bro. See, that is a concert that I mean, how many people hypothetically do you think are recording the very opening as soon as she gets on the stage? How many people have their phones out recording? Like, I say at least 85%.
Yeah, I'd say like, because like obviously there's some people who like don't have, like there's some kids who might be there that like don't have phones, but like I think everyone who has the ability to film is probably like most everyone that has the ability to do is filming, like 85-90% probably.
Yeah. And I've gone to some pretty cool concerts the last few years where, you know, I got really close tickets or good seats, and it's just, the vibe just isn't there, man. It's everybody's on their damn phones. So I'm like, this is the most excited and Ghost is a band that I've been following only for about 2.5 years now. So I'm not like by any means a lifelong diehard of this band. They're not my favorite band. They're climbing up there for me. I've grown to really, really enjoy them, but
they're also like not that old, right? Like they've only been a band for like what, 7, 8, 9 years,
10 or so, I think. Yeah. It's a strange band. But I'm looking like, this is probably the most excited I've been for a concert in a long time, even though over the years I've seen artists that I listen to more, if that makes sense. Just because, you know, the no phone thing. Like, I'm curious to see what pre 2010s life was at concerts. But yeah, man. Do you go to many concerts?
Honestly, like not as many as I want to. My dad's like really into it, but you know, we have some tours coming here. I like, you know, probably similar music to you. I like, you know, rock and whatnot.
Yeah.
I've been to a few, like I saw Cheap Trick, if you know the band.
Yeah, so they opened for Heart last year in Tampa. I went and I saw them too. So
yeah, I saw them open for Rod Stewart like 2 years ago.
Okay.
That was like the last concert I've been to. It's mostly just been like sports games I've been going to. I went to Iron Maiden. That was also around like 2 years ago. But yeah, we have this one like venue that's not like a sports arena that has a lot of concerts, Concord Pavilion, and it's like not that far, but it's like a pretty big venue for like a non-arena. And so, you know, I try to go as much as I can, but you know, it's hard just like with the lifestyle right now, but I want to.
Dude, I know you're hitting it hard. Like, I don't, you just don't slow it down. I remember even like 2 years ago, you're making a recap for every spring training game, and then 2 hours later you're posting a video of you performing the saxophone at your school. I'm like, does this guy get any breaks at all? This is crazy. Yeah. So so like, relating to your YouTube channel, I guess, are you ever planning on being consistent there again with the recaps and the I guess the documentaries, the stuff you were doing in the past?
Dude, I want to. It's like I made the video about like the Sacramento A's. Like it was kind of a vlog / like opinion on the whole thing. And I want to start doing more videos like that. I also made like some like during the winter time of like USC basketball, like my thoughts on that, like going deep dive into that. I want to do more stuff like that. Like honestly, at this point, like I know like my channel's changed a lot, obviously, like content wise. And like I like the sort of like fan like media aspect of it, but at the same time, like I'm not super like I love like the Sharks and the Warriors the most. Like the SF teams, like the Niners and the Giants, like I consider myself so like more of like a casual, like I watch every game and I care about it, but like I mean, like I don't care as much as I probably would as like you know those other teams, just because like teams moving, bro. It's just like it's so like it messes you up basically for life. And like, I don't really like hate the A's, honestly. Like or the Raiders. I just like, I don't want to watch every single time anymore. But I do want to get to answer your question. Like, I do want to get more consistent. Like this summer, especially, like we have another month until we go back, and I want to try to like get some content out there, some like higher edited, better stuff out there.
Yeah.
It's just hard with like broadcasting to get a consistent schedule. But what about you? Like with the CRB channel, I want to just ask you kind of the same thing, because it's like obviously your channel, you've had a lot of like consistent periods. You've covered the same teams for forever. What do you sort of see going forward?
Well, I'm still gonna. I don't know that I'll ever stop doing the sports vlogs. I think that's gonna be the focus for as long as the channel exists, is because that's what I'm the most. When it comes to editing, there are times, dude, like when I'm editing an unboxing video or sports recap, I'm just like, I'm so bored during the editing process. Whereas with my vlogs, I actually I look forward to editing those. I want that product to be good, and I want it to be something I can be proud of. So I think that's really, at the end of the day, what's always going to stick is like my main theme is going to be the whole sports traveling, sports vlogging type of thing. And yeah, I'll make recaps when I can. And I had a full plan to do every Lightning playoff game this year, and I did the first game, and that was it. Like I had no time to do the other games. It would have been pointless because they lost like every other game but one. It was a short year for the Bolts, but even for the Oklahoma City Thunder, like not everybody on the channel that knows that I am a Thunder fan. As far as the four teams that I follow go, Chiefs, Rays, Lightning, and Thunder. Thunder are easily like at the bottom of that. I will admit I'm not a bandwagon, but I am a casual. I don't really pay a whole lot of attention throughout the regular season. I fully followed throughout the playoffs this year, but regular season I wasn't very fixated on it. But even then, I wanted to make like my reaction to Oklahoma City Thunder winning. I didn't even do that. But I do have a Champions unboxing video coming on the way for that. I did get a few things. I didn't go crazy with it just because, like I said, it's not my main team, my like of the other sports. But like, for example, like I got this thing the other day with the Champions side. And I don't know about you. You're a big basketball guy, big Golden State fan. You've had a few years, more than a few years, of being able to get Champs merch. Is it just me, or does for the NBA they have like the worst selection for Champs merch by far? Like it's not even close. Like when the OKC won, I went on Fanatics, dude. I was like, there's no way this is it. They didn't do anything.
Dude, it sucks. And like the worst part is like the like lone few things that are cool, they ruin with like a slogan. Like it'll be like a sick shirt and it'll be like, it'll be like, there's another one. And I'm like, I'm not wearing that in public. Like that sucks, Sorry.
Go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say, like, when the Warriors were winning like their first few titles, like they won 2 in the Adidas era. That stuff was so much better. Like it was I mean, if it was close to me, I'd grab and show you, but it was so much better than what we have now. The Nike new era, Fanatics, whatever you want to call it, that era is so much more cookie cutter, watered down, surface level.
Yeah.
It's not the same.
It was weird this year because they had 2 versions of the locker room shirt. I don't know if you saw it, but there were 2 separate versions. One that they gave on the court, and then another one that they gave in the locker room to celebrate with. It was the same shirt, except the first one they gave on the court had like lightning strike pattern throughout the whole shirt, which is really cool. But it was ruined by the back design, had this big ass slogan that took up the entire back of the shirt that said "One for the City." And I'm like, okay, well, the lightning everywhere is sick, but you just ruined it with the whole giant slogan that goes down to my ass. I'm not going to wear that. And then the main, like the other one, it's the exact same print up front, but it's blank on the back and it doesn't have the lightning bolts going through it. So it's like basically identical, just doesn't have the big slogan. I'm just like, dude, it would have been so sick if you kept the lightning, but just not the bat. So I know what you mean by like they ruin it with the dumb slogan. They even did that with the NFL a few times with the Chiefs, and I'm just like, I have to for the collection, but I don't like it.
Bro, the best was like, okay, MLB like used to do the slogan stuff, but it was actually cool. Like 2014, I remember the playoffs. I'm not sure if the Rays were in. I don't think the Rays were in the 2014.
Not in 14, no.
They had the A's were though, and every single team had Always October. and October was in their like the team's font. So like it would be like the script of their jersey font.
Yeah,
that was sick. Or like, like the I remember the Giants won the National League in 2014. It said like, we want the pennant. I'm like, that's a cool slogan, but like doing it for the city or like something kind of like stupid like that. Like it's
generic,
just generic.
They did that same use the team's wordmark font and just put October baseball. They did that in 2019 too, and I actually got one.
Oh yeah,
it was sick.
Both our teams played each other. I actually do have that shirt, I believe, somewhere.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, no, that was, yeah. I could do a whole 2-hour segment on how bad merchandise has gotten, but it was just like, this is my first time really going through NBA champions merch, and I'm here I am anticipating the amount of stuff as say the Chiefs would have after they win a Super Bowl, because when the Chiefs have won the last few times, it has been an enormous amount of variety. And for the Thunder, I've looked everywhere: Dick's Sporting Goods, Fanatics, even the Thunder's official store website. It's all the same handful of items. I'm just like, y'all gotta give me more variety than that. I think, I'm like, the Thunder have like 4 different colors in their logo. They have like a dark blue, light blue, orange, and even yellow. And every single hat, every one of them is either dark blue or black. And I'm like, you couldn't use the light blue on one. Like, I think the light blue looks the best with the logo, and you didn't use it on a single Champions thing.
I thought the locker room hats were terrible too, like the ones they gave the players.
Yeah, I mean, I think they were anticipating what?
Weren't they just black with like the logo? Like
yeah, and because OKC has those like spikes that go through their logo, they've got to shrink it to fit in that little circle that they put on. So it's like the logo looks so small. I haven't gotten that one yet. I'm waiting for it to be like $10 on Dick's Sporting Goods before I buy it. But yeah, man, it's I could do a whole episode on how bad sports has gotten. Even the MLB Nike jerseys, the replicas, even the authentics are not what they used to be.
I bought one
it's
yesterday.
Not good. Authentic?
I got that's the one that's $155, I think, right?
Oh, the limited vapor or whatever they want to call it.
I got it because I wanted the A's brought back yellow jerseys. I'm not I'm pissed they're moving, but the Sacramento stuff is like flying off the shelves because it's going to get probably rare at some point because they only played there 3 years. So I got a Jacob Wilson jersey, starting shortstop of the All-Star game. And it's kind of thin. Like the quality's not great, but it's like they don't make the other one for the yellow one. So I had to get it, and it's not great.
Yeah, it's a shame because they have clearly implemented cheaper materials than the last chassis they had out from 2020 to 2023, right. But they upcharged it. It's more expensive than the previous material was, even though the previous was better. They got rid of the fake stitching on the name. I don't know if they updated it this year. Do they have the fake stitching on the names and the numbers on the back?
Yep,
okay,
they do.
So on the City Connect last year, they did not. So I think that they might have brought those back. I did a whole video on comparing the new replicas versus the old one, and the same thing with the authentics, and somebody had commented on that they brought back the fake stitching on the name. So I guess that confirms it right there.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. Yeah, the merch stuff, it irritates me. And I'm hoping that more stuff eventually gets released for the whole Thunder thing. But the branding's kind of bland in my opinion. I just learned that. Did you know the OKC logo was a placeholder logo they made before they selected the name Thunder?
Really?
Yeah. So when they just chose Thunder, all they did was put Thunder above that OKC logo, and that they called it a day. So I just learned that.
Like, I honestly really do like the Thunder branding. Like, I liked it more during like the Kevin Durant, Westbrook era, like when them and the Warriors were going tooth and nail in the playoffs. Like, because they switched. They used to have Oklahoma City on the away uniforms and then Thunder on the home, and they switched that in like 2019. So I liked it before, but I do like their color scheme. Like the blue and orange doesn't work for every team. It works for them. I don't love the logo just because, like, to your point, like it doesn't. There's no Thunder like you would never know they were called the Thunder if it didn't have OKC or the Thunder name above it, right? So it's a little bland, but it's a cool color scheme and cool to see them win their first title.
Yeah, well, technically they're second because the NBA forces all the Supersonics history on them, and I think it's dumb because it's being celebrated as their second, but nobody in OKC thinks that, obviously.
Yeah,
But, I do like the logo. I think it's simplistic and it's clean, but how would you even, I guess, embody thunder into a logo? Because you could say like, oh, a lightning bolt, but lightning is different than thunder is, so I don't know how you would. I don't know. I think I wouldn't be opposed to an eventual rebrand just because like it's a placeholder logo that they just kept from 2008, but I think it's clean, but
yeah,
I don't know. I think with NBA logos in general, they're all to a point or to an extent generic. Like how many of them have a basketball in the logo? It's got to be at
almost all.
least 27 or 28 out of the 30 teams, right? So
Even like the Warriors, dude. Like the Warriors,
yeah,
had a sick logo before the bridge. They had it was kind of like the Thunder. Their mascot was
I
cool.
remember, yeah.
And when the Thunder came into existence, they did away with that mascot because I think they either had to or just it would be too confusing. And the Warriors wore navy blue, orange, basically like they were basically the Oklahoma City Thunder before the Oklahoma City Thunder even existed. Like they wore dark blue, orange. It was sick.
I remember the logo. Yeah, it was sick.
And everyone like hates on them now because like what we have now is, been through championships and stuff. But what the Warriors have now is so boring compared to what they used to have. It was so much better before.
It's just most of the NBA logos are so generic. I just like they're so boring. I'm looking right now. I have the sports logos pulled up, but look how many of these have a basketball in them. It's crazy.
No, it's
I don't know
like there's no point. Like I don't understand why they do that. I really like the Sacramento Kings logo. Honestly, I think it's like it does have the basketball in it, but it's like it's simple, it's cool. I like the Kings are honestly a team that like I go to a lot of games, so I don't mind like wearing it. But yeah, most of them are pretty boring.
I'm looking at how many NFL logos have a football in them.
Not many, right? Like
if any.
the Buccaneers, I think too.
Looking through it now. Yeah, the Bucks have it, and that's it. I mean, the Jets had it before going back to their old style, but yeah, it's just the Bucks. That's it. That's crazy.
Yeah, and then baseball. I don't think any team has a baseball.
I think there's a few at least.
Maybe
Milwaukee Brewers.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
New York Mets. Dude, the Giants.
I meant like on the cap though. On the cap.
Oh, on the cap. Oh, no, I'm looking at primary logos. And
no, yeah. No, you're good. You're good.
Cap cap logo. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's all just the city abbreviation and some interlocking.
Yeah. But I don't mind that. Like sometimes the simplicity, like, I mean, I hate the Yankees, but like their logo is so iconic on caps, even as people who like never have watched baseball in their life wearing it. And I mean, it's working. It's selling hats. So they kind of.
What I love about the city initials on the baseball hats is that you don't even have to be a fan of that team, but you can just wear that as a flag of where you're from.
Yeah.
Like if I see somebody walking around with I don't know, say a Chicago Cubs hat, I'm like, oh well, he's probably from Chicago, like he's representing his. That's the thing is like if I'm wearing the Rays logo, it's not just I'm representing the baseball team; it's also me representing the city that I'm from. So, I think that's the really cool thing about the baseball hats. But, yeah,
I think we got.
I know you're.
Both. Sorry, I was going to say.
Go ahead. There's a lag. Go ahead.
There is a lag. I think we both agree though that NHL logos are the best.
Easy.
They're so sick.
Easy, bro. I don't think a single one of them has a hockey stick in except maybe the Capitals.
The Sharks do, but it's broken.
Okay, let's see. Sharks. Oh, the Anaheim Ducks rebrand. The Avalanche have a puck in theirs. Yeah, now you got me going through this. Oh, Penguins have a stick, and then the Capital. If you want to talk about teams that need rebrands,
Oh
bro,
boy.
Washington Capitals. They've got to have it the worst in hockey. Like it's just the word mark, and that's it.
Honestly, like, am I crazy to say I don't really like the Winnipeg Jets uniforms? Like, they're kind of just so boring.
They are very generic. I'll say that. I think the
Yeah.
primary logo is clean, but I do think the whole overall branding is kind of generic. I guess same could be said for my team, the Lightning. It's very simplistic.
At least you won cups with it.
At least you won cups. And for some reason, a lot of people don't really like the new Florida Panthers uniforms. I say new, but they came out like 8 years ago now. But I think they're clean as hell.
Yeah, I don't hate them.
Yeah, I don't hate them either. But yeah, as far as the whole podcast thing here goes, I think the idea of it, I don't know if you can see it. I kind of titled it the Offseason Podcast.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the idea I had when I was driving home right before I got on this call with you. I was like, yeah, I like that because I am a sports channel, but at some point you got to take a break from sports, And I'm like, what if I just got sports people who were into sports like you, for example, or people who were involved with it or had channels of it, and we just talked about everything that wasn't sports, You get to learn a little bit about the person, not just their fandom for the sports teams. But anyways, I know you're pressed for time. I don't know how much more time you have, probably like a minute or two.
Yeah, you're good. A few more minutes.
Yeah,
whatever you need.
I don't want to keep you waiting. I am kind of running out of ideas in my head, though. I'm not gonna lie.
All good, man. Yeah, I mean, appreciate you having me on, and I do like the idea, because I think people that have watched our channels, they probably they see a certain side of us, but there's more. So
yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know we've had long conversations before off camera on Discord that go pretty in depth, beyond sports, and so it's nice to let the viewers see a little bit,
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah, thanks for being a part of the first one, man. I don't know how many of these I'll do or how often I'll do them, but you were definitely you had to have been the first person to be on here, just because it made the most sense. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, of course, man. Well, good luck to you with the whole college thing coming up. I'm sure I see you post all the time the like highlights from your calls in the baseball games and stuff. I'm like, damn, bro, this guy's making it. we're gonna see. Are you trying to make it up to the MLB or something?
Yeah, dude, baseball's the route I'm going. So you
all
start.
Right, I like it.
You start in the college level, then you go collegiate summer ball where I am right now, then minor league, major. It's like being a major league player. You got to start in the minors. So not everyone makes it, but I'm trying to.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, I hope it all works out for you, man. I think you're on a good path. You work very hard. I see it. You're not on your phone all the time. So anyways, man, I'll let you get back to it. Have a good one. And thanks for being on here. Thanks for watching. If you're viewing this, it's a short recording. I don't know what the target time will be for future episodes. This was kind of just a throw it together, see what happens type of episode. But thanks for watching, and thank you for being here, Casey. I'll talk to you later.